You know, one of the coolest things about being at Alabama is we're allowed an international trip every 4 years, and this summer was our third. We got to go to Italy. So our preparation really started on July 10th with a Italian meal at my house, and then we got to practice for 7 straight days with 22 young ladies. Got to play Team Italy 3 times, and then we got to tour the country of Italy for like 8 days. So that time period in July is priceless for this team. And all the newbies that got to go with us, the 2 freshmen and Kendall Clark, they feel a part of the team already. So when we came back in August when school started, it was no big deal for them. They'd already been to school. They've worked out with the strength coach. They saw practice, which I put together. So it was no big deal. And I think that experience of those basically 18, 21 days in July is going to pay off dividends for us in the end.
What specifically was your favorite part about Italy, not just the team building?
Oh boy, I think meeting some of the local people. You know, we ate pizza like 10 times, and most of us lost weight because we would walk everywhere. And so I'm going to tell you right now, you can go to Italy and eat spaghetti and pasta and pizza and lose weight. So do it.
So double whammy right there.
Yes, but we were at a couple of restaurants, and we were in Italy at the time of college graduations, and there was 2 graduation parties going on in the restaurant that we were at 2 days in a row, and we just got to meet the families, got to meet the graduate, and both times I gave the graduate an Alabama softball pin, which is a little tiny pin that costs us about $2, and it says Alabama softball. And I just went over and gave the graduate this pin, and he acted like I gave him $1 million. And the families were so nice. It was the coolest thing ever, just to make a connection with a complete stranger, all because of a little tiny softball pin.
That is so incredible. So y'all are scheduled 16 national televised games. What are you excited about just having games here at Road Stadium with the environment, with the fans?
I cannot wait. And you know, I talked to Tim Johnson, our ticket guy, yesterday, and we're already close to being sold out of both the Tennessee and Florida series. So if anybody sees this, buy a ticket right now. You can do it online. It's nice and easy. But we have A&M at home, we have Virginia Tech at home, we have Arizona coming in, we have South Alabama coming in. We have some really, really good home games. And you know, last year, if you were around, I think it was the Saturday of the LSU series, we surprised a wonderful young lady out in the Brickyard, and she was our 100,000th fan through the gates. And thank God ESPN had it on, because we surprised her with a ticket the size of Rhode Island. She got a helmet, she got all kinds of signed stuff, and ESPN talked about it, and we were the first college softball program ever to have 100,000 fans in a season. So that's our goal again.
That's incredible. So 9 players of the team are seniors and grad students. What have you loved about them just stepping up in the leadership this season?
Oh, I can't wait for all of them to graduate. Seriously. She's one of them. No, scratch that. I'm kidding. I only said that because KJ's standing there, so that's not true. This is our largest senior class ever. Twice we've had 7. And I think, you know, on the opposite end, we only have 2 freshmen. So the dynamics of the classes are really weird. We have 9, 3, 7, and 2. And a lot of that is due to COVID, transfers, you know. It's a weird number, but that's just how it ended up. Mm-hmm. But all 9 are completely different in personality. They all bring something really, really good to the table. You know, one story that you guys should do this year is our intangible week. And every young lady on the team has to stand in front of the group and basically tell everybody what her intangible is going to bring, or let me start over. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. We have intangible week, and this year it was in November. And I give everybody on the team a week to think about what their intangible is going to be. So during that week, they probably talk to their teammates, they talk to their family, and then on Sunday at practice, one by one, they come up to the front of the classroom and they recite their intangible. And I will bring, and then they say they're intangible. And intangible is something that you can't see, touch, or feel. It's something that's inside you, because when things happen on the field, that's when that intangible is going to be seen by everybody. Good, bad, or ugly, right? Hopefully it's good. It's also a way for me to hold everybody on the team accountable to that intangible. Because if you say that you're going to bring a ray of sunshine every single day to practice, and you're Debbie the Downer half the time, you're not doing your intangible. So I can go up to you and say, hey, are you okay? Get an answer and say, hey, you know, your intangibles, you're supposed to bring a ray of sunshine and something's going on. What can I do for you? Tell me about it. And then it helps me hold everybody accountable. But it's a great tradition in our program, and you would absolutely love some of the intangibles.
What is your intangible as head coach?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. Damn it. She caught me off guard. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. It is to bring a consistent, positive presence every single day when I step onto the field.
It's an incredible intangible. What do you think?
No roller coaster rides.
Period.
Yeah,
Awesome.
period.
Mic drop. And keeping that intangible, with Montana Falcons gone, how's that transition been? Obviously, you talked about the leadership with the seniors, but just talk more about that.
I think, you know, another word that we talk about a lot in our program is legacy. And what legacy are you going to leave? Because the legacy that you leave basically stays on in the history of the program. There's a piece of you forever with Alabama softball. What are you going to leave us? And I think one of the things that she left is in the bullpen. They all saw her work ethic. They all saw her leadership. They all saw her grittiness. Her mental toughness was probably her number one strength. And it was never shown more or better when she got hurt at the SEC tournament. And if you saw it on TV, you know, it was a bad time for us, but you could tell something was wrong. She was upset. She said a swear word, which I would have too. She walked around the pitching circle, and within 9 seconds, she quit feeling sorry for herself. She came back and she told everybody on the infield who the batter was, what she had done. There was a runner at first. She was a steal threat. There was 2 outs in the inning. She just went from, I'm really, really hurt, to the leader of the team in 9 seconds. I've never seen anything like that, and I doubt you'll see anything like it again.
Well, of course, you and Coach Lance have had that huge impact on her. She is a great player. She will always be a great player. What is it like with Coach Kayla and Coach Adam? Sorry.
Yes, that's okay.
Just joining the team.
Well, it's awesome, and you know, both of them, Kayla was a player when we won the national championship, but Adam was the volunteer coach then. So when in 2012, he was a manager for Michigan softball, called and asked about the volunteer spot, and we had never had one. And he was the first one. And one of my first questions was, how big is your ego? And he was like, what? And that's what I wanted him to say, because I don't need an ego around us. And he's been a servant leader since he stepped foot on campus, and he's been terrific. Bro was one of the most competitive young ladies we've ever had. When you meet her, you would never ever guess it. You'd be like, oh, she's a nice girl. She will do anything and everything to win a game. And she has brought that mentality to the team, and I absolutely love it. She's been doing great things. So I couldn't be happier with the staff.
Incredible. And what has just the preparation been like for this series in Atlanta?
Well, the weather hasn't been the greatest, and you know, I've told a couple of people that last year we didn't go inside one time for preseason, and I think we've already gone in 8 times this year. So it's been cold and rainy, and you guys know that. We're lucky we have an indoor facility that we can do defense inside, and we have a great hitting facility right here. But I've been really pleased. We've had 5 scrimmages, which is the most we've ever had. So the pitchers have seen a lot of hitters, and the hitters have seen a lot of pitchers. But I can tell you one thing for sure: we are sick and tired of seeing each other, and we can't wait to play somebody else.